Hey everybody, welcome back to True North VR. Today we are checking out the ANNAPRO A3 Max battery head strap. In this one we're going to unbox it, assemble it, show you how to adjust it, do a deep dive into its design, and of course give you my review and tell you if it's worth it. Let's jump into it. Okay, so here we have our head strap. Here's the A3 Max battery pack head strap by ANNAPRO. First impressions here, ice silk material. It's not the leather material, but that feels really nice memory foam-ish material in there. The back pad is leather here. We have our cord running through here. It's got a little spot there to hold it in place. And then of course we have our battery here as well that will attach onto the back here in just a moment. It did come with this little note here, and it basically just says that as your headset will decrease in battery, the lower it gets, the faster this is going to charge it. As your headset gets higher, it's going to charge it slower just to protect its health. And it has a little chart on the back here. It's the same chart as what is on here. So I'm just going to take this off right now. I don't really need that on there. Let's get into how to assemble it. It does come with a little instruction manual here, so you can follow that, of course, but I will walk you through the steps. If you have the stock head strap on, I wanted to show you how to remove that, remove the facial interface as you get ready to do this. Now, to take off the stock head strap, you might need to remove the facial interface. You might not have to. If you do need to, I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to want to pinch up top and on the bottom towards one of the sides and wiggle it backwards. There we go. You can see that popped loose. Bottom popped loose. Do it on this side. Pinch and wiggle it back. There we go. This isn't the stock one, but it works the exact same way. The reason I took that off is because when we're removing the top strap, without the facial interface, it makes it much easier to get it underneath this, so you're not accidentally maybe breaking that, because I've heard of some people breaking that, and that's unfortunate. So that'll come loose there, and then you're going to see a little bit of extra plastic on both of these sides. If you put pressure on the back of the arm and just push away, you can see how that just popped right off. We'll do it again with this other side here, putting pressure on the back of the arm especially. Now with this head strap, you could put the facial interface back on right now. I'm just going to leave it off for a minute as we are going in and installing this. So this one works with these anti-slip slots or sleeves, you could say. There is an R, I don't know if you can see that with that lighting there, an R and an L, but it is pretty straightforward which one is which. And you're going to just want to make sure that this slides into the arm, and on the underside here that it's lined up. You can see that it's lined up, and it's going to slide right in, and it's going to hit the back right there. So I'm going to do the same on the top here as well. Make sure things are lined up. There we go. It slid right in there. Perfect. This cord will be plugged in right there, as you can see. I'm not going to need to do that right now because the battery's not even on. But then here you can see that this is going to be able to adjust in many different ways. So I'm just going to put it up for a moment as I put my facial interface back on here. Push that back in. There's the 4 slots for most facial interfaces. And now this can adjust as you need. We can loosen this by turning this knob counterclockwise for your head, and then the battery itself is going to clip on to the back. Let's see if it has any power on it. Oh yeah, it does have some power on it. That's our installation. I'm going to go try it out and then come back, give you my review, talk about some uses and all that fun kind of stuff. Alright, so I've had a chance to test it out. Let's give it a review. Overall design, classic halo type strap. Big forehead pad here. We do have a pivot point right on the arm there that you can see is easily adjustable. Other ones that I've tested haven't been quite as easily adjustable and don't hold their position quite as well there. And that is the same for this pivot point here. It does pretty well at holding its position there, and it's fully flexible all the way around. Other ones that I've tested, sometimes they are floppy, which is the worst. I don't like that. Other ones might stop here and they don't allow you to go further down. So this gives you the full range and it holds it nice and sturdy as well. We have our dial on the back for loosening and tightening. Our hot swappable battery here magnetically attaches very easily. The cord runs through. You can see there's a little spot there to hold it right up in here, and then it obviously plugs in right on the side. So let's give you a little try on here. Loosen that up, adjust that where you want it, and tighten it. Now, because of these pivot points here, you can really adjust where you want the headset to actually be held, and that will also adjust where you want your forehead pad to go. So it offers a lot of flexibility around the face, which is really nice. And I think it does a really good job at holding up there and being comfortable and balancing that weight. The battery is in a lower spot than in some other head straps. Some other head straps that I'm going to talk about, it sits a little bit higher, but it still does well at holding that balance there. Now, I did have a facial interface on here, but if we do take that off, I wanted to show you here that this head strap does very well at holding the headset in place for mixed reality, for productivity, and all that kind of stuff. I used it for some vermilion painting. I used it while being on my computer, and it held really well. It keeps everything off the face, and it allows you to have more freedom when you're doing mixed reality type stuff. So really good option there. I'm glad that it holds up well, because some other ones, they start to drop slowly. They just don't hold well in the position there. So I'm glad that this one does do that overall. So padding wise, comfort wise, we have two different types of padding here. Actually, we have our leather material for the back pad. It's a solid back pad. It is kind of flexible and malleable, which is really nice because then it molds to the back of your head. That's pretty common for most head straps nowadays. Our forehead pad here is a thick ice silk material and padding there. It's not the leather material, which personally, I like this material better for my forehead. I feel like I don't sweat as much when I have this material there, so I'm glad it's like that. It feels good. It is removable via Velcro, so you can always wash it if you need to as well. Battery. Our battery here, 10,800 mAh. That's a little bit more than the BOBOVR S3 Pro battery. It's a lot more than Kiwi Designs battery. A little bit more again than the KKCOBVR Q3 Pro. It is quite a bit bigger though of a battery. As you can see here, it's very wide. It stretches across the whole back of the head. I think part of that design was to help more with that balance on the back of your head, spreading out that weight instead of having it all congested into one tiny battery like some other ones do. Like I said before, it is hot swappable, so you can purchase multiple of these, have them charging. If one dies, pop it off, grab a new one, put that one on, and you're good to go. On the side here, I do have the CS1 charging dock. I picked this up, and it is a charging dock for their batteries. It attaches magnetically, so you could have two extra batteries charging at the same time. So again, when one of them dies, grab the fresh one off of this, pop it in, and you're good to go. You can charge these without having the charging dock with the USB-C port there, but it is a bit more convenient to do that with this dock here. The dock itself is $30 on Amazon. These extra batteries are $35 on Amazon. So it is a little bit extra money if that's something that you're looking for, but it obviously adds to the convenience and will add to the extra playtime if that's something that you need to get. Weight-wise, we are looking at 430 grams in total. They advertise as 435, but you can see here I measured 430. That's a good weight. It's a little bit lighter than some of the other ones, and definitely lighter than the main competitor, the BOBOVR S3 Pro. Balances very well. The battery itself is 199 grams, a little bit under half, but because of that, it does great at balancing. Price point, we are looking at $65 regular price on Amazon. Currently, at the time of posting this, though, it is on sale for $50, which puts it more in that price range of the BOBOVR M3 Pro and the KKCOBVR Q3 Pro. Those are both always around that $50 mark, but in my opinion, between the three, I do like this one the most. It fits my head better than those other two. It took less adjusting to get this one, and I felt like there was more adaptability with this one than there was with either of those ones, especially with the M3 Pro with those two top pieces. I could only have it be in one position and it was comfortable. With this one, I can move that forehead pad higher or lower, adjust the front in many different ways depending on what I'm doing or how I'm feeling that day, and I can make it be comfortable. With the KKCOBVR Q3 Pro, quite a bit going on with it. It was a little bit tight on my head personally. I had to, again, move it to the highest position so that it wasn't kind of crunching my head. I felt like it was crunching my head. So this one does do the best out of those three in the price range. And for the extra battery power that you're getting with this one, it makes it a great deal in that respect for sure. It also comes in a sweet black if you do have the Xbox version of the Quest 3S. If you're interested in getting that one, looks pretty sweet. Obviously, I just have the white one here, so that's all I have. If you have any questions about this, feel free to comment, send me a message. I'm more than happy to do my best to help you out. I will link below where you can find it, put a promo code for you in the description as well so you can get an extra deal on their website. But I will also link on Amazon because I know some people like just purchasing from Amazon for various reasons, so you can always find it on there. Would I recommend it? For 50 bucks, it's actually a pretty good deal. I was impressed with it. And yeah, I think this is an option that is great to increase your comfort for your Quest 3 or your Quest 3S. Thanks for watching this one. We'll see you next time here on True North VR.